Yo, what's going on, guys? So, in this quick video, changing it up from the written part of this course, I want to talk stream of consciousness style on how to become a thought leader. And it's quite fitting that I'm making this video off script, no template, just a few bullet point notes, and just riffing to exemplify and give an example of this point of how you can become a unique thinker and trust your own inner voice and truly stand out from the pack. So there's going to be three main points in this video that we'll go over. So I'd recommend writing them down, taking notes, or just remembering them. So the first is to take a consumption break and go into yourself. So in the modern world, it's rare that people actually think for themselves, right? Most people just blurt out what they just heard on the latest podcast. They take an idea from somebody else and they tweak it a little bit with ChatGPT and they put it out as their own. But there's no real substance. There's no real authenticity. There's no real depth that makes people stop and think and be like, oh, that guy's interesting. Oh, what? That girl is thinking different than anybody else. And I guarantee anybody you look up to in the creator economy or beyond the creator economy, think like Naval Ravikant, Dan Coe, Jordan Peterson, these type of figures, they have all become unique thinkers because they've created their own schools of thought. They created their own mental models and mindsets. And the way that they've done this is, yes, by learning, yes, by researching, yes, by reading, which we'll get into later, but they've done so by going into themselves and learning who they truly are. I'm in college right now and I notice a lot of kids around my age, it's like you're just spitting programs back and forth to each other. Like you just say things without thinking, like bruh, or like dude, did you see that football game? It's like there's no unique thinking because most people don't create the space to sit with themselves like the Buddha and meditate. Funny that that card is right there. So you are going to become a unique thinker the more time you spend not consuming anything except sitting with your own mind and your own thoughts. That is how you create innovative ideas, by sitting with yourself in solitude. So maybe it's a meditation practice, maybe it's going on long runs, maybe it's going on walks with no headphones, maybe it's being in the gym and not listening to music. But the more you create time and space to sit with yourself and actually allow your mind to go down weird rabbit holes and connect ideas, you're going to become a very unique thinker. And then you can express that to the world, and they're going to feel it on a deeper level that you're unique. You're not just using a template. You're not just imitating what somebody else is doing. You're not just synthesizing what somebody else has come up with and calling it your own. You're actually creating your own school of thought because you've gone into yourself and you found out who you uniquely are. The next piece ties into this. It's post and create and build without looking outside of yourself. So this is something I struggled with for a long time. Before I would write a tweet, before I would write a thread, before I'd write a newsletter, post a YouTube video, build a landing page, build a website, whatever it would be, build a product, a course, a free giveaway, I would look and see what everybody else did. Oh, what did Kieran Drew do here? Oh, wait, I want to see Dan Coe's landing page to make sure I'm doing it right. Oh, what is this product structure? Can I imitate it? And to some extent, to learn the foundations, like riding training wheels on a bike, it is good to get a sense of what are other people doing structure-wise. But when you create and post and start building for yourself and becoming a truly unique innovator and pioneer, the key is, can you create without looking outside of yourself? The mind always comes back to fear. You build your landing page, but like secretly you're like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Let me go look at Dan Coe's. Let me go look at Iman Gadzhi's thing and make sure I'm doing it right. But as we talked about earlier in this course, there is no rules to this game, right? The true innovators break the rules. They bend the rules. They step outside the rules. They disregard the rules. I was watching a video about Harry Potter and the Golden Snitch, broken down by Jordan Peterson. And Jordan Peterson talks about the snitch represents that unique, authentic, highest self. And so the only way that Harry can catch the snitch in the game of Quidditch, if you've seen Harry Potter, is to actually go outside of the rules. He has to go outside of the stadium. He has to use different magic spells. He has to disregard everybody else playing the game and focus on that one thing, which is his authentic self, which requires him to step outside the confines of the game to find. And so in the same way, can you start to create, build, and post without the mind allowing you to look to what other people doing, because that is taking you away from your authentic frequency. Your authentic frequency is natural to you. It cannot be imitated. It cannot be constructed in a ChatGPT AI model. It can only be done through your authentic expression without looking outside of yourself. And then the next level to this, which I'd probably talk about more in higher level courses, is post and detach from the outcome, right? In the Tao Te Ching, which I have right here, I'd love to maybe find the verse. I think it might be the first verse, or one of the first verses. Yeah, second verse of the Tao Te Ching. And this is all going to tie to the third point. It's talking about the master, and it says, when her work is done, she forgets it. That's why it lasts forever. So can you post and detach from the outcome? Can you post and not check your likes and not check how many comments you got and check how many retweets you got? Can you post and let it go? That's true authenticity. Can you post, let it go, and not look outside of yourself? That's how you'll find your unique frequency, your unique voice, and become a true thought leader. The last piece here is to become a polymathic learner. So you've seen a few examples throughout this video. I'm talking about a Jordan Peterson video. I'm talking about Naval Ravikant. I'm pulling up the Tao Te Ching. The more multidisciplinary you can allow your curiosity to take you down the weird rabbit holes, astrology, human design, psychology, spirituality, business, offer creation, marketing, the more you can allow your curiosity instead of constraining itself, which is why creating space in your life to go down rabbit holes is so important, the more you're going to be able to connect cross-disciplinary ideas. So on the surface, I'm teaching you about the creator economy, but I'm pulling ancient Chinese wisdom from the Tao Te Ching. So it's just one example of how you can become a truly unique, innovative thinker by understanding many different models. So those are the 3 main points. Take a consumption break and go into yourself. Many of the best creators I know don't consume anything. I actually heard from Dan Koh one time that he said he doesn't allow himself to consume anything, or he sets a time limit on how much he consumes. I don't go that extreme, but I do find when I'm in a creative flow, like creating this course or this video, I don't have a desire to read anything. I'm just fully in my own creativity, and that way I have all my focus and energy aligned with this creation and its expression just coming through me. So much excitement, so much energy, because I'm not looking outside. So the second point is post without looking outside of yourself and detach from the outcome. And the third is become a polymathic thinker and a polymathic learner to connect cross-disciplinary ideas. The last point I would say is getting into a habit of creating effortlessly, right? Be able to just hit record and trust yourself. Say, if this doesn't go well, fuck it. I'm just going to make the video and I can re-record if I want to. If I'm at a rave and I have a good insight for a tweet, I'm just going to allow myself to put it out because that is part of my unique frequency that nobody else can imitate. So allow yourself to create effortlessly is that 4th bonus point. So yeah, with that, this is all for this video. Appreciate you watching. Hope you liked the little change up of a video, and I will see you in the next module. Peace.